5 pictures of ghosts caught on camera. Number 1. The Brown Lady. Probably the most famous and most authentic of all ghost pictures, the Brown Lady would be Lady Dorothy Townshend, living in Norfolk, England in the early 1700s. It was taken in 1936 during a photo shoot for Country Life magazine at Raynham Hall in Norfolk. The photographer saw her coming down the stairs and began yelling to Shearer, who could not see anything and thought he was delusional. She is known as the Brown Lady due to reports of the spirit being seen wearing a brown brocade dress. Number 2. Bachelor Grove Woman. This photo was taken during an investigation of Bachelor Grove Cemetery near Chicago by the Ghost Research Society on August 10, 1991, using black and white photos with a high-speed infrared camera in an area where the group have experienced some anomalies with their ghost hunting equipment. When developed, this image emerged: a young woman dressed in white sitting on a tombstone. She was not visible to anyone who was present, and in fact the image appeared in a much larger, almost panoramic view of the cemetery. The portion of the photo where the woman appears was enlarged when the investigators noticed there was something out of the ordinary about it. The photograph appeared in both Chicago Sun-Times and the National Examiner. Number 3. The Backseat Ghost. In 1959, Mrs. Mabel Shinnery was visiting the grave of her mother in a British churchyard and took a photo of her husband, who was waiting alone in the car. When the film was developed, Mrs. Shinnery recognized the image of her mother in the back seat, the woman whose grave they had visited on that day. A photo expert examined it for a British newspaper and declared the photo to be authentic. Number 4. Ghost of the SS Watertown. In 1924, James Courtney and Michael Meehan, crew members of the SS Watertown, were killed by gas fumes. The sailors were buried at sea off the Mexican coast. For several days thereafter, their ghostly faces of the sailors were clearly seen by other members of the crew in the water following the ship, which caused an uproar. When the faces again appeared in the water, the ship's captain, Keith Tracy, took 6 photos, then locked the camera and in filming the ship safe. When the film was processed by a commercial developer in New York, 5 of the exposures showed nothing but sea foam, but the 6th showed the ghostly faces of the dead seamen. The negative was checked by the Burns Detective Agency and revealed no tampering. Number 5. The Tulip Staircase Ghost. This picture was taken by Ralph Hardy in 1966, a Canadian tourist who intended to photograph the Tulip Staircase in the Queen's House section of the National Maritime Museum in Greenwich, England. Upon development, however, the photo revealed the ghostly figure climbing the stairs holding the railing with both hands. Many experts, including some from Kodak, could not find any evidence of tampering. Other figures have been seen on occasion in the vicinity of the staircase, and unexplained footsteps have also been heard. If you enjoyed this countdown, guys, and subscribe for more scary and creepy content.